Hey guys, morning. Ken here, Ken Small Engine Repair. Today we got a pretty simple repair. It's an MTD push mower. A friend of mine that I used to bowl with and works with me at my company, he brought it over and said it would only work on primer. So we'll see if it's just a full carb clean or just a bowl nut or what it is. So take a look. We'll get this thing going. Hope you enjoy it, and leave some comments, subscribe, hit the bell. That's all I can ask of you. So enjoy, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Here's one you don't see too often, an MTD, 5 horsepower, yard machine, electric start, older Briggs Quantum with a weird looking front drive on it. It only starts on prime, he says, so let me set up the camera here. And we'll see what's going on with this carb. So Briggs Quantum's got the primer bulb. He said the primer works. It will run just when you hit the primer, so looks like we're looking at a standard carburetor redo. No big deal. We do it all the time. We do it all the time. Let's see if he kept up on his air filter maintenance. Nope. Nope. That's par for the course. Let's see. We'll take off the shroud. Makes it easier. I don't think the shroud's ever been off. Does he even have oil in it? Let's see. Yeah, he's low. He's about a half a quart low. Let's see what we got under here. It's Memorial Day 2021. It's a little chilly out, about 40, 48 degrees. But hopefully no rain. Yeah, it looks like all the linkages. What's cool, it has a throttle. Actually has a hand throttle on it. You don't see that too often anymore on Quantums. So I'm just wondering. I'm gonna take the air filter off. I was gonna do a Bruce Pender, only drop the bowl, but you know what? The heck with it. I'll take the screws out, take it off. It's probably never been off. Take a good look at it, see what's going on. A lot of people don't like to take the air cleaner base off because they figure they're going to screw up the air cleaner gasket and it won't prime anymore. But this one's priming good, so as long as I don't over torque them, I should be fine. Yeah, these still have the factory Loctite on them. They've never been off. You can tell when you're taking them off for the first time, it takes a little bit because they've never been off before, and the Loctite is still working. Okie doke. Take off the Z-bend, or Z-bend as the Canadians call it. Alright. And there is our Briggs Quantum carburetor. A little bit of dirt, not too bad though. It's funny, it's got the original spark plug. You can tell when people don't do anything. See the spark plug? It's got the original black paint on it. He's never even replaced a spark plug. I'll look and see what year the mower is, but you know, you can tell when people don't do anything to their equipment. You know, I'm trying to see what the code is. 1998. So this thing is 23 years old. It still has the original spark plug. Got an electric start though, which is pretty cool. So let's see how much fuel he's got in it. Chances are he topped it off. Yeah, he topped it off. Why do people bring me mowers with topped off fuel? All right, let me get a clamp to put on the fuel line so then I can work on this without getting tons of fuel around. I'll be right back. we're back. We got our box of rags. You gotta have rags. And we got our fuel line clamps. So let me clamp the fuel. Wipe off the card. We'll try the bowl nut. Throw a rag underneath there. Let's see what color we get coming out of there, and if it's coming out like a piss yellow, then we know that there's an issue. And not piss yellow. Yeah, it doesn't smell too bad. A little bit of a dark color, but not too bad. Let that drain for a second. And we'll see what we got inside the bowl. Alright, now the bowl nut. Smells okay, looks okay. Maybe some water in there. Let's see what we got. Yeah, we got a little bit of stuff. Where are you? Can you see? Yeah. Got a little bit of stuff in there. There's some water in there. There's some rust in there. So there's some stuff in there. So we'll clean that out. Doesn't look like a lot of stuff. Let's see if just wiping it does it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, wiping it with the gasoline is taking it all out, so that's good. That means it wasn't in there for a long time. So let's wipe down the bowl, get it nice and clean. A little bit of corrosion in there, not much though. Not much. The bowl nut. Yeah, you can't see through the jet. The jet is clogged, so I'm gonna have to clean that out. And that's probably what it was. It just had some junk in the jet. So let me get my wires, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. We've got our torch tip cleaners, which everybody should have. You get them on Amazon, they're really cheap. All the different wires to clean out your carburetors and your torch tips. So let's put one through here and see what we got. Yeah, a little bit of dirt. A little bit of dirt came out. Yep, now we can see through it. So let me put one down the end here. Make sure the end is all clean. Okay, all right. So we've got a cleaned out bowl. I want to drain some more fuel out of it. I don't just want to drain it. Let me see if I can get a little container. I'll be right back. Let me see if I can get a little jar or something. All right, I'm back. I like using these dishes. These are like chocolate pudding dishes. When you buy chocolate pudding commercially, the restaurants, they buy them in bulk packages. They come in containers like this with plastic lids, but these containers are great for working on carburetors because they fit perfectly underneath here. And you can see, I'm going to drain some fuel out here. They fit underneath the carburetor perfectly. You drain some fuel out, and I'm going to drain a little bit out to make sure there's no water in the bottom of the tank, because the bottom of the tank, that's where the water would be, because water is denser than fuel, so water should come out first. I'm going to drain out maybe half that container. Then I'll clamp off the fuel line again. We'll put the carburetor back together, and we'll see if she runs, and if so, that's a quick and easy repair. I just want to get enough of the fuel out of there so if there is any water down here, that comes out. Everything else looks good. I mean, the bowl cleaned up good, and the bowl nut cleaned up well, so we should be good to go. I just want to get some of that fuel out of there. And not that it's bad fuel. I don't see any water in it or anything. So let me clamp that up. I'll clamp it over here so you guys can still see it. Okay. All right. So, yeah, fuel looks good. No water. Smells okay. I am going to put a new air filter on because that air filter is pretty bad. All right. As I said, everything looks good. This carb's never been apart, so everything should go back together pretty easy. The gasket is still on the bowl nut. So put her on. I'll throw a new plug in it. Actually, I don't have to, but we'll see. Definitely an air filter though. All right, so let's tighten up this bowl nut. Gonna turn the fuel back on, make sure we have no leaks. Right, and if we have no leaks, we'll be able to put her back on the ground, and I'll put the air cleaner back on so the primer works, the air cleaner cover, the back cover. A little bit of dirt on that, we'll wipe that off with the ventilation, crankcase ventilation. The sealing surface for the gasket looks good, nothing's warped. Right. It looks like nothing's leaking, so we're just going to put her back on. First we'll connect the Z-bend on top, that won't throttle. Right. We'll make sure the ventilation goes in good, then we'll line up the holes, and we should be good to go. You can see the Loctite that was on these screws. You can see that it's like a brown Loctite. We'll start these screws back in. And like I said, don't go too tight on these screws because you will warp the cover and then it won't prime properly. I made sure the crankcase ventilation tube is connected. A lot of people forget to do that, then they get oil all over the place and they wonder why. So let's start these screws. And like I said, not too tight. You want the primer to work, but you don't want to warp the backing plate. Alright, and I always tighten these two first, then I tighten the upper one, because these two are the most important. And hopefully she'll be back in business. Like I said, till it doesn't tighten anymore. And then maybe a smidge. A little smidge. Okay. And tighten this one. Okay, a little bit of dirt on the linkage. Take that off. There we go. All right. Now let's see if she primes. Oh yeah, she's priming. Okay. So let's wipe down this air cleaner base. Just a little bit of dirt in there. I hate when people bring me dirty mowers, but that's what we get paid for, right? We get paid to clean mowers. All right, let me grab an air filter assembly. I will be right back. All right, we're back. I buy the air filters in bulk, where you get the pre-filter and the air filter. I like pre-filters. This one did not have one. A lot of times they never do. People don't realize that the pre-filter is a good thing. So I'll wipe out this a little bit. But it doesn't really have oil or anything in it, which is good. All right. We'll put the pre-filter in. The screen is always on the inside. So you pop in the pre-filter. Stick in the 3 tabs, stick in the air filter, screw it in, 5/16 or a flat blade screwdriver. I usually use the 5/16 nut driver. Alright, put the shroud back on. A couple of Phillips screws on the shroud. Now somebody, looks like somebody's been in there. There's 2 different types of screws. Although maybe not, maybe just one's dirty. They just look a little different because one's like a dark color, one's a light color. We put these back in real quick. Then we'll throw her on the ground and we'll see if she runs, and if she does, this customer is all set. Hopefully it'll be that easy. Just a quick jet clean and flush out the crap that was in the carburetor. I will talk to the guy because the oil is low. I'll suggest changing the oil. So let me get you over here. Get you focused on the ground here. Let me throw the thing down. A little weight to it. A little bit of weight. Let's make sure I got you in focus. All right, so let's give it a few squirts of prime. Make sure the oil cap is on. Okay, pull back on the bail. Let's see what we got. That's at high throttle. I don't think I want real high. Let me put a little bit lower. Oh, prime it again. I had the throttle on high. That's not reacting to anything I do with the throttle. Hopefully the governor's not blown up. Looks like we're gonna have to take the cover off and check her again. It's definitely, when I pull on the throttle back and forth, it isn't doing anything, and I don't want to blow this engine up, so that's kind of strange. You don't want this thing to over rev and blow up. So when I give it throttle, okay, it's pulling on it, but it doesn't look like the throttle itself is moving. Ah, the throttle's gummy. There we go. The throttle was stuck a little bit. Wasn't moving. Let me show you. All right. You can see the throttle right here. See how now it goes back, it kicks back nice and easy? It was stuck, it wasn't doing anything, it was stuck in an open position. Now it's free, we'll try it again. Hopefully now we have throttle control. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna put it at a low throttle. Let's see what happens. Prime it. Let's see if it goes to low throttle. Now she's good. It was sitting most of the season, and I'm sure that's why the throttle was stuck. So we're gonna get the cover back on this. This guy doesn't want to spend money, he's a friend. Let's see how the oil looks, if the oil actually looks dirty. Let's see. You know what, I'll change it for him. The plug, I'm sure, is still fine. There's a lot of dirt underneath. You can see dirt on the bottom over here, all over there. I'll clean that out. I'll take the drive cover off. I'll clean that for him. But basically, that's it. The jet was clogged. I cleaned out the jet. The throttle shaft was stuck. We cleaned that up. So this mower is ready to go. I'm going to ask him if he has the charger for it, because there's a battery underneath that cover. If he has the charger, then he won't have to pull. I mean, he's getting older like me. He's in his 60s. You know, if he doesn't want to pull anymore, you know, we'll see what happens. But like I said, I'll change the oil. The air filter's already changed. I'll take the spark plug out, look at it. If it looks good, I'll keep it in there. No big deal. But fairly inexpensive job. Like I said, he's a friend of the family, so I'm not going to charge him a heck of a lot for this thing. But that'll be it for this one, guys. All right, we will talk to you soon. I'm out of here. Questions, comments, put them in the comments below. Subscribe, like, hit the bell if you want to see more of this stuff, because I'm going to start doing more of these videos, not just my live stream. So that's it for me, guys. We'll talk to you soon.
Hello everyone, I'm the Lawnmower Detective, and thanks for being here on Ken's Small Engine Repair channel. Slide on over to my channel if you get a chance. I'm the Lawnmower Detective, and don't forget, it's donut time.